I hear the hunter has been showing up around here lately.
Wow.
So make sure you don't all get
Wow.
killed.
I might just reset. I'm just gonna reset because I fucking screwed this up again where I did not fucking do the intro. Well, sorry for the wait. I fucked up again. I keep forgetting that I have to click 3 live buttons. But I will fix that. So I'll just repeat everything I said, but now I'm warmed up. So, right in this beginning, I am going to turn off my screen because I want the character to be somewhat of a surprise, but it's already sort of spoiled. That is so unfortunate. Anyway, welcome to the stream. I'm sorry that I'm late. I'm sorry that I screwed up. But that is fine. You missed some technical difficulties anyway, so now I look more professional. So, we're gonna name ourselves Gift. Because I don't want to think of anything clever. It's clever enough. And I'm gonna get through this, choose my character. So you get to design your character in this game, and in my opinion, the designer is one of the better ones. Probably one of the best, actually, that I've seen. The only issue is there's a lot of clipping with the hair and all this other shit. Mostly the hair is what bothers me, because you can make really fucking insane characters, like the one I made. So, right in the beginning, we're going to skip the tutorial section. You can just skip it really easily, so I don't have to use any weapons or anything. Skip through the dialogue. And there we go. Oh, it shouldn't be leaking. Oh, there we go. Yeah, so I just didn't, I wanted to keep I want my character reveal to be in the cutscene. Anyway, so Code Vein, a little bit about this game. It's basically anime Dark Souls. A lot of people, I bet, bought it for the big titties, the anime titties that are coming up. That's not the reason why I bought it, but that's for sure a great draw.
Welcome back.
I've already seen this cutscene once before, so I won't get the best reaction, but it's pretty fucking awesome. They just put your character in the cutscene. So this run's going to be a gifts only run, which is basically the magic of the game. That means no weapons and no partners, no drain attacks, which is used by your armor, your veil, as they call them, blood veils. And just fucking, I'm so proud of this character. Someone wanted me to make a magical girl, and you can change your character, what they look like later in the game. And this is my magical girl form right now. So what you're not seeing right here is there's a lot of the facial expressions in this game are pretty good. I mean, if you're comparing to Dark Souls, it's pretty good. But basically, my character is in a frenzy state right now because I do not have blood. Most of the humans in the game have a parasite that has basically made them immortal, and they can come back from death unless their heart is destroyed. But they need blood to survive, so there are 2 ways to get blood. Obviously, you can get it from humans, which are running thin, and then you can get it from these trees that I'm going through, too. I don't remember what they're called, but they have blood beads, which are basically becoming the currency of this world, among other things. And they are slowly dwindling. So basically, your task is, because you are a special protagonist character, you can heal these blood bead trees, and basically bring food to the world. And you also have other abilities that will come up later. So, I am not going to skip through most of the cutscenes in this game for video editing purposes, and also I'm sure some people would like to see them, especially with my abomination of a character. It's not an abomination, it's more of just a cartoon within an anime. But I will be skipping through all the memories, which are parts of the game where you get vestiges, which basically allow you to use more spells, or gifts as they're called in this game. They're just really long and drawn out, and they're boring and just not fun. So I'll be skipping through all those, also to save time. So, as I said, there's going to be no partners, no weapons, no drain attacks, so my only method of attack is going to be gifts. And I'm only using gifts that don't use a weapon, because you can have several... My gift box is in pain. She also just bit into cloth and is now drawing blood. I didn't notice that the first time I played. So I did a lot of testing beforehand, and I did a lot of research, several hours, because this game is really fucking complex. And it's so complex that actually a lot of the information I couldn't find. Especially the armor, the blood veils, couldn't figure out anything. There's like barely anything about it. I couldn't find the stats for most of them, so I just gave up. So I'm gonna have to do that while I'm playing the game. I have no plans for really the blood veils, but I do have plans for weapons. And we're actually, the first weapon not the first weapon, but one of the first weapons we're gonna get is going to carry us through the entire game. And it can only be it can be replaced by a slightly better weapon towards the end. So I'm not using, I don't know if I said this, but I'm not using any attacks, any gifts that use the weapon. They're basically weapon arts. I'm going to try and stay away from those as much as possible, and I think this whole run should be possible, except maybe the end game bosses, which makes me nervous. But I am determined. So, one of the big limiting factors of this run is going to be the Ichor cost, or the Ichor, I don't know what it's called, just the Ichor total. Ichor, or Ichor, is basically your magic gauge, and it's pretty small, and it can only refill, for me, with three different options. One is getting damaged, which, being as vulnerable as I am, I do not want to get damaged that often. The second is when you successfully guard an attack. And all you have to do to guard an attack is press L1 and then you guard the attack. There's no timing associated with it. Not that I know of. The third way is some items which are... You can carry like fucking nothing with you, so that's not going to be much help. But... The first boss is going to be the huge limiting factor in this run, the first boss, because the gifts I start out with are pretty shite. I only have 3 gifts, I believe, that I can use that do direct damage in the beginning, and one of them is absolutely worthless, and it's not worth talking about. And then there's 2 others, and I'm not sure which one is better, but we'll find out. The reason is they have 2 different scaling options, and so each gift, I just found this out, has a type, like an elemental type. So there's blood, fire, ice, and elemental. Lightning. And there might be another one that's just normal. I'm not sure. And then on top of that, there are 3 different like attack styles, I guess. There's pierce, crush, and slash, at least. So you have to factor all that in, and in addition to that, they scale with your stats called mind and willpower, and they don't really give much information on like the base damage of the gifts, and as you can see, it's already super complicated, so I can understand why people haven't figured it out yet. So there might be a little juggling of those, but I basically know that I have to level up to at least level 10 unless I figure out some crazy method.
Don't ask me.
during the
stupid
fight.
levy system was
But
so
there are a
misleading.
bunch of things I have to do
If you
before
have
that,
complaints,
because
I
leveling
suggest
in
you
this
pick it up
game
with
is
him.
actually a detriment. If you level up more, which is, you level up and it just raises all your stats. You don't get to pick. That will hinder your ability to level up gifts or master gifts. And mastering gifts allows you to basically take the gifts from one class and put them in another. So the classes in this game are called blood codes.
You can have
And
this one back when you return.
you can mix and match certain abilities, not all of them, but certain. This game is just so complicated. It's one of the reasons why it's not the best game. I did enjoy it, but I just like wanted it to be so much better. Mostly because the first time I played, I looked super cute and it was very fun to play. But it is obviously trying to be like Dark Souls, and it is doing an okay job. The voice acting is kind of cringe some of the time. At least the English is. I don't know if the Japanese is cringe or not. I haven't played it in Japanese, and I was thinking to myself I wouldn't really know if it sounded cringe or not, since I barely speak any Japanese. But okay, finally into the game. So we have this guy, and we don't want him because he's a partner, so I'm just going to switch him out. And it's as easy as that. So this pipe is actually one of the best weapons in the game, because it is very light, and it actually has a very strong defensive ability. I forgot I need to change my blood code. So I just changed my blood code to caster, and we have this ability, which is a gift. And it takes 2 of those to kill most of the enemies in this area. And my goal is not really... My goal right now is to just get through the area. I'm not really too concerned with all these guys. I only need 2 things. I need the key and the Vivifier. And the Vivifier is what's going to get me out of the boss fight. Because I need to get out of it because it spawns me with a partner. And I apologize that I haven't memorized where all of the items are. So there might be a bit of guessing done. Please no, please no, please no, please let me out! I have no idea what that was. I should turn off the tutorial when I get a chance. Can't open this. Okay, I know where I am now. They fucking cucked me out of the door. So these, I don't know what I'm locked onto. These are the lost, basically. They are revenants, which is what I am, that have... Please fuck off. Oh shit. That probably looked really cool, but I had no idea if I was going to make it out of there alive. So I'm going really fast to this area because I basically am going to die soon anyway. I'm basically using a homeward bound for all the Dark Souls players out there. Yeah, so the research, I probably spent... I probably spent about 6 or 7 hours of research, and that's not including testing, just because of how, maybe 5 at least, and that's a lot because this game, just the wikis. Okay, I need to turn tutorial off. Where is that? Is there not an option? I swore there was. Doesn't matter. Okay, that's fun. I really don't need any hints in this game. And I immediately Where am I? I don't... Oh, okay. Yeah, so probably about 5 hours because,
Oh, didn't they pass
it's
us
just,
earlier?
I couldn't find any information about anything. So, if someone is watching the stream and
Are you
loves this
okay?
game,
Did you
you
get
should
hurt?
fucking fix the wikis. Like, even some of the obvious pages are shit. Yes, this game is a lot like Dark Souls in where you level up at the bonfire, which in this game are the missiles. Which are some of those glowing things that glow blue. Basically, you lighting them is purifying them, and they add to your map, and they give you a respawn point. Some of them only add to your map.
Don't worry about me. I'll be alright. Go on.
The fucking gift, just reaching.
You just focus on finding some blood beads.
Also, if
right?
you
That girl is waiting
if
for
all
you.
of a sudden I fucking like hit something and I don't realize, please tell me, and I'll just fucking yeet myself off a cliff or something. Yeah, it's really surprising that this game hasn't gotten more like figured out, because I'm sure there's a bunch of people that are just crazy about this game. I think it is alright. So I want to be down here because I need that item. So I did about 2 hours of testing just to make sure, not really to make sure it was possible. I was pretty sure that it was going to be possible. I just wanted to get some of the bullshit out of the way for the stream. I didn't do testing on this character. I did it on another character just to make things faster. So there's stamina, there's basically Estus, which are... Actually, don't know what they're called. They're like regeneration inducers or something. Please, please let me sit, please. Okay, it's fine. The magic in this game is actually, or the gifts, I'll just keep calling it gifts now. It's actually pretty cool. The only problem is they have too many things that look like each other, and it doesn't really, they just have way too much shit in the game. There's just so many gifts, and it feels just overwhelming. It almost reminds me of Neo, where they had so many weapons, and it's like, I really don't care. None of them are that interesting. There's only really 5 weapon types. And that's kind of how this game goes. There are a shit ton of gifts, and a lot of them are the same, and they don't really tell you how much damage they do, so it's just kind of frustrating all around. So in this game, instead of souls, you have haze, which just get it same way as souls. So this is the dude.
What do you say? Don't. Thanks a lot.
I'm gonna see if this works, because last time I said no to him, and he still followed me into the battle. But we're gonna get to the boss, and then we're gonna teleport out, and then I'll explain the next parts of the strategy. What was I doing? Getting rid of you. That's the Icarus concentrate that I need later. Without using haze. Yes. I tried this game with a partner, or I tried this run with a partner. So I did gifts only with a partner, and it was real fucking easy. I basically just healed my partner the entire time and let him fight the boss, and it was stupid easy. There are 2 ways I can go about this part, and I'm gonna go about it this way. Oh fuck, I fucked up. Pray for the... Please, please. Okay, cool. I didn't fuck around with gifts either, like basically at all. When I first played this, until the very end, there's these things called the tower trials or some bullshit, and they get real fucking hard. And also the last boss is, it like fucking one-shots you all the time. So basically what you start doing is, what I started doing was just buffing a lot and not using any of the other projectiles or stuff. But I'm assuming if you level up correctly and pay attention to all the stats, which there are way too many of. Thankfully this run I don't have to worry about too many of them. They could be really powerful. They are just... yeah, this game should have been a lot more clear because it appears just a lot of stuff is repetitive. Some of them look really cool. For those of you that have played this game, the queen, she has all those giant thorns that come down, the thorns that look like this, and once you beat the game, you get one of her abilities, and it's pretty fucking sweet. But it just because you don't get that much, it just kind of sucks. I've had some real epic moments though. I'll like putting like 5 buffs on me at once, and it's cool. I mean, this game is not bad. It's good. It's just not insanely good. I just always wanted it to be so much better. A lot of the enemies start to repeat, but just they're reskinned, which is shitty. We are almost to the boss. Exciting. And so like this missile right here, I cannot respawn at that. That's just going to load my map, which I'll probably use in this section. So I believe that Louis guy will come in here, so I will have to teleport out because no partners. But it's not going to have any impact on the gameplay, so I'm just going to warp out. So basically our friend here has frenzied because he has no blood. The great thing about, see, he just appeared, so I can't do anything. So I'm just gonna warp out. One of the great things about my character is the buckles look like I have like eyes and a mouth. That's what I'm always imagining. You just don't see any of the expressions. So yeah, so I'm just gonna warp straight out of here, and it shouldn't have any guns because it's on the run. Fuck, he's coming in fast. I only get one chance to do this. And I don't want to add to my death counter, please. Whew. Okay, as I was saying before, so now... Actually, I didn't even check if he was in there. I don't think he was. Because I feel like I would have seen him just, like, fly toward Oliver. But I can't take him down anyway right now. I already know I can't. So, what we're going to do now is basically get the items that I need while mastering our gifts. So there's 2 different types of leveling. There's mastering and leveling up. And mastering, as you can see here, some of those bars are partially filled. Once they're mastered, they can be transported to other classes, and that is what I want to do. So what we're going to be using are these 2 attacks, this Bloodshot and then this Blazing Roar. So, as you can see on the right, the Bloodshot is attack type Pierce and non-physical blood, and it scales with willpower. So that's 3 different things I need. Well, also the Ichor cost is 2. So that's like 4 different things I need to keep track of. The cooldown doesn't really matter. And then there's a lot of noise. The Blazing Roar is 6 Ichor costs, attack type Crush. It is a fire type move Pokemon, and it does scale with willpower, but it has a higher scale. So basically I have to see how much Ichor is like damage wise, what's going to give me my best bang for the buck. And it just doesn't tell you straight off. Notice how there's nothing about damage, and there should be, but the damage plays into my Veil, which is the armor, and the level that I'm at on all my stats. So it's just an agonizing amount of stats. So basically, here's what we're going to do. I want this health boost in the fighter, but the fighter doesn't have any gifts that I can attack with that are not a weapon art, I'll just call them. So what we need to do, and then also the fighter does not have the requisite stats to allow these 2 attacks, the Blazing Roar and the Bloodshot, to carry over. So what I need to do is level up the caster, or master the caster, so I can get these 2 gifts, put that to the ranger. The ranger does have this sonic arrow, but it's virtually useless. It's just so weak. And then once I get this ranger's sonic arrow, I can port that over to this fighter. And the thing about the mastering of the... So I'm just going to start doing that now while I'm talking. The thing about mastering gifts is you only have to kill enemies by any way. You don't actually have to use the gift to master it, which I always felt was really stupid. If you notice, does it say? If you notice at the bottom it says proficiency requisite, and it just says defeat the enemy, and it looks like that would say something different for some other things. It doesn't. Every single one says defeat the enemy, so I almost feel like it is an oversight. I wonder if this boy will fit through this door. Oh shit, he does. Please fuck off. Wow, that just got me fucking no haze, so I'm not gonna do that again. But basically, to get the stuff I want, I need to do a lot of fucking mastery and switching of classes. And I don't want to level up to make it stronger, because if I level up, I master slower. And for each area in the game, there is a level cap on the mastering. I do not know if it is a linear relationship, a binary relationship, so like if you go past the level, you just... Well, I do know if you go past the level, you don't make any gains in terms of mastery. This boy... So right there, I just mastered 2 of the gifts I need. Or, not 2 of the gifts I need, but 2 gifts. And I'm going to go back like a bitch, because I have ran out of Ichor. So, a lot of this stream, not this stream in particular, not yet anyway, I still have a lot to say about the strategy, but a lot of the stream is going to be for a lot of grinding, so I might do that off stream, but while I have stuff to say, I will say it. And I need... do I have... And my dogs are running around. So this thing I'm using here is a Lost Shard. It's basically just like souls. And now I have enough... There, is that an enemy right there? In the corner? I will go for 3 or 4 hours tonight. We will see. Okay. Now I have all the gifts bought for the caster class, so I can use all of those gifts, and I should have them equipped, because you have to have them equipped to level up, which I almost forgot to do. And I do not need that. What I just took off is one of the best things in the game, which is basically you give half of your health to your partner. The partners are pretty overpowered in this game, and they're pretty great. The AI is pretty smart. If you're on low health and you pull back, they will try and buy you some time to heal. The AI is pretty great. I was pretty happy with it. The dialogue kind of gets old after a while. After a while, the dialogue's good, because it's like, oh, you need... don't worry, I'll fucking take them on because you're about to piss your pants. It's pretty good in my opinion. So, I'm just going to get every single item. So, I already have... One of the things I need to do, which is going to be a big part, especially for the beginning, is I need to guard attacks in order to get more Ichor, because that's basically the only way to get Ichor in my case. I mean, taking damage isn't that great, and I don't have many items. So that was a mistake, but I'm not going to reset for that. I don't know if I said this already, but I'm not going to reset if I accidentally swing my sword unless it has an impact on the game. So what I just did there was the parry, which I cannot do for this run. I actually never figured out the parries in this game. They are very oddly timed. And basically, in this game, I might accidentally do it a couple times, but I used backstabs extensively in this game because they are really powerful, and they regenerate Ichor, but the problem is they are also very shit where the hitbox doesn't make any sense, and it's like, it's just, it doesn't make any sense. Anyway, back to guarding. I already have the best weapon to guard, which is this cinder block. However, I cannot wield it while I have this class and this blood veil on. So during the boss fight, the plan is to use all of my attacks, all of my Ichor, and then once I run out, I'm going to switch to this blood veil, which has a higher defense stat, and switch to fighter. And now I can properly wield this, which means I can properly guard. I didn't mean to do that. I pressed triangle to switch weapons, just like in Souls. Yeah, I am hoping to beat the boss tonight. But if I don't, the next stream I will, because I will, well, assumedly. I don't see, the problem is I have to be very careful about how I level. Like I said, I don't want to max out and not be able to do any mastery. So my goal right now, I think, is level 10, and we should get there by some point tonight, and I will see how far I can get in that boss fight. The boss fight is going to be very interesting because there's even more strats I have to do. If I remember correctly, I do not have enough to kill him. Please. Okay. My brawl video took... I can't remember. Whatever I said in there is pretty close. It is everything for time-wise. I round down, I think. Yeah, I always round down. Oh, see right there. I almost just backstabbed him. I just got such a strong pull. The brawl video took at least 30 hours. That does not... I don't think that includes research. I didn't do much research for that one. Please, 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 please fuck off. There should be a thing over here. Yeah, so right now I'm just going to be running around getting items, because there are some items that I need. There is basically a Estus shard. Is that what I'm thinking of? Yes, Estus shard. Right there, actually, that I can probably get right now. Anyway, the brawl video took about 30 hours to complete, and I think that is not counting the grinding I did for stickers. I did have to play through it almost twice because I was kind of stupid with my save states. So when I went back and fixed the up specials that I had in the beginning of the run, I had to play through a lot of levels again, which was agonizing. But through some of those levels so the levels that I had beaten with no up specials, and that I was just getting through to get to another stage for the second playthrough, I did with up specials, and the game is so fucking easy with up specials. And like no jumping, like the jumpless challenge is insanely easy. Like anyone can do it. There's like 3 parts that will be hard, and even then it'd probably take you only like 5 minutes to do with up specials in total, just because they're a little bit precise. But I had that experience, and it was really fucking easy. But that was really fun, I think. I don't know if it's just because of how horrible the Gwyn run was, because the Gwyn run was like... I don't know how much fun I had. Definitely not more fun than 3 hours. I can't even say that. I tried so much shit in Asylum. I was like done by Asylum. Like I was just sick and tired of it. Because I just had there were so many ups and downs, and it just drained me. And then in post Asylum, Undead Parish just killed me. It was so bad. And then the other worst part of that run was those boys. Painted World, I had a 45-minute run at a certain part, and it hurt. It hurt to lose it. But then soon after, I found the strat where I'd launched myself over using a Gwyn throw, which is one of my favorite parts. Yeah. Well, just wait until I get to the all Gale run, or the all Orphan of Kos run. I'd fucking love to do Orphan of Kos. Cosm, some say. The Gale would probably just fucking eat my ass just constantly. It took me like 30 tries to beat him my first time. That second phase is just rough. Right now, I'm actually, for those of you who came to the test stream, I got to Ishin in Sekiro, and he is similarly just whooping my ass. But I'll get through it. I don't really see it as that hard. I also beat the Demon of Hatred pretty easily after I stopped streaming. I feel like I'm doing way better tonight in terms of streaming, just because this game is not as intense as the Demon of Hatred. At least not yet. I do have to focus a little for this part because there are so many of them on my ass. So one thing I did notice was, okay, so I mastered all these. So then we move on to phase 2 of the plan. Okay. The aggro music stopped, but they were still aggroed. So now I can, what do I need? So all these are mastered, so I can use them, so I can use these two on anything, which is good. And then these two, I have to have a required stat. So what do I want here? I need guard stability. So I researched, at least for this portion, what gifts I'm going to be using. This is actually, I didn't have that on my list, but that's going to be really useful. And I need this one. Cool. Now, I want to make sure I can't use... Yeah, so in this fighter class, well, this shouldn't, yeah, it's a worse scaling. Yeah, so we have to go through this long fucking process of going through this ranger, and leveling up this sonic arrow, or not leveling it up, but mastering the sonic arrow so I can put it to the fighter, so I can get the fighter, so I can get the... There's a stamina gift there that helps me, a passive power, and then that health boost. So I want to put all... You always want to have as many gifts as possible on a character so that you can level them all up. And I cannot forget about this passive. Let's just put this on for fun. And while I'm doing that... Just like, look how... I probably look like I'm really know what I'm talking about. The first time I played this game, I was not this fast at like doing all this shit. This menuing. One thing I do like about this game is if you look at the right hand corner, lower right hand corner. So to use these gifts, I have to hold R trigger, and that changes all of my controls from doing weapon attacks to doing gift attacks. So they actually allow you with one button press, with one button press to allow access to 8 new buttons or attacks, which is something I really like. There was another game I played recently that did that, but I kind of like that. It's just I wish the I am in the wrong gift. There we go. I wish the attacks were more exciting, I guess. What do I want to do? I don't want to be fighting these guys the entire time, because I want to go... Oh, I do know one thing I have to do. Thankfully, the game is confusing as... Oh, so I have less Ichor. Fucking great. That ruins my plans for what I was going to do next, but that's fine. So we're going to have to stick here for a while. This game is super complex, unnecessarily so, but thankfully it's easy, so you can just skip all of the gifts for almost every fight until they do the Ornstein and Smo clone, which is so Ornstein and Smo. It's ridiculous. There's even a second form, although I think it's only in the dungeons of the game. Say I can't even fucking delete this dude because he... Oh shit, I'm fucked because I can't... Those were all mistakes, but they had no impact on the game. I have no way of attacking these guys once my Ichor runs out. I could guard, but many of these, the stats on these other codes are pretty shite for guarding. There's also there's poise, weight, and mobility. Or sorry, not poise. Balance. It's called balance in this game, which is basically poise. I cannot, I can just not. I can't. I fucking just can't. I cannot. I cannot attack that guy. I keep doing it. I desperately want to get back into the mage class. And we are almost there. I feel like I'm fucking almost speedrunning this game. I'm doing shit so fast. I'm just trying to save time. So I have mastered all of those, which is very good. And I am steadily making haze. So I believe I have bought all of the gifts I need, and once I max out this class, I can then... See, I have Sonic Arrow now from the Ranger class, so now I have a way to attack with this class. And switch that out for... What does this do? That is useless. These, I am already at max for this. Oh, this is the fast roll, by the way. This blue effect. It's quite cool. Oh, I didn't rest. How do I decide what games I'm gonna do? Well, I look at the games I have, and then I just think of ways to... Oh, this is gonna be fucking terrible. I don't know. I don't even... See, I didn't test this. In my test, I actually used weapons just to speed up the process. So I can take out maybe 2 of these guys. And I will probably have to do that around 10 times, it looks. Slow bullets. I basically just look through all the games I have, and then just think of what can I do, and it turns out that's a lot harder than it sounds. The runs I am currently planning, I very much... What am I doing? Well, I cannot take this guy on. One of the runs I want to do is a Minecraft run, because I got Minecraft when it first came out, like in alpha. So I'm pretty attached to the game, even though all the kiddies have taken it over and made it shit, and also they kind of made it shit with some of the new shit they added. Shit. But one of the first runs I wanted to do was a no left click challenge, and I had completely thought out the entire run overnight in bed, staying awake, probably from reliving the traumatic experiences of the Gwyn run that was going on at the same time. And I couldn't sleep, so I just kept thinking about it, and I planned out the entire run. Basically, no left click challenge in Minecraft means you cannot place any blocks, you cannot attack anything normally. I believe you can use the bow, but most importantly you can't mine anything, so you have to have something else do the mining for you. And there is the way to do that is to use a creeper, and then you use the creeper to basically get the basic materials and just fucking farm a bunch of dirt, I guess. And then you use that to make a creeper spawner, or a mob spawner. A mob, I don't really know what they're called anymore, but not like the actual item block a mob spawner, but like a giant fucking building that's dark. And you just grind gunpowder, and then from there, after you grind sand with more creepers, you can make TNT, and that's your main method of collecting the rest of the materials you need. So I thought about all of that, and then I looked it up, and it turned out like 3 12-year-olds have already done it. So I was like, shit. But my friend just recently told me, well, why don't you just make it even harder? And I was like, you're right. So I don't think anyone has done it on hard, but I decided that's not exciting enough. So I might try to do it with like without jumping and doing some other shit, just some more restrictions. Halfway there. Another run I really want to do is a Pokemon, I think it's Pokemon Gold, Heart Gold, where every Pokemon, except my own, is level 100. So all trainer Pokemon and all wild Pokemon. And the way I envision this working is basically I get a starter Pokemon, and it would be level 5, right? And then any Pokemon I catch, which would all be level 100, I would have to basically cheat. Once I caught them, I would cheat them in to be whatever level they would normally be at. So like the beginning area, they'd be like level 2. And I spent about 4 hours on that, researching that and coming up with strategies and like using calculators. And I actually think I did pull out my graphing calculator for one part. And then I found out that the randomizer I have, which is my main way of thinking, the main tool I thought I could use to force the game to work like that, because I was like, oh, I can just make it like the all Gwyn run, except I just make everything level 100. The randomizer I had couldn't do that, and I couldn't find any ROM hacks that would allow me to do that, not that I know of. So I even looked into ROM hacking myself, because the way I envision it is the code. Please stop moving. If the code works the way I think it should, I should just be able to change every value of the Pokemon in there to 100, and then hopefully the stats would change too. Otherwise, I'd just look up the stats for every single Pokemon and code it that way. But I wasn't getting any help from the subreddit about hacking, and I don't know anything about ROM hacking, and it seems very overly difficult to get into, considering how much time it's been. But hopefully one day I can get that working. I can find a thread and ROM hack it myself, or maybe someone will be kind enough to assist me in that run. Basically, the run would be very interesting for about probably 5 hours, because I have this whole strategy on how to get a Pokemon and how to beat the first battle. And then after that, I have a strategy of leveling up the Pokemon, and obviously you just level up the Pokemon to level 100, and then basically it becomes a level 100 team versus everything being a level 100. Now that means the Elite Four is going to be like, 5 dudes with level 100 teams, and maybe I try to do it without using revives or any shit. So it basically become like a Pokemon online competition, where everyone's level 100. But yeah, the beginning would always be very interesting. Same with this. I could just like power level, assumedly. I think it might get a little more difficult. This game is just so complicated. That does not matter to me. Does it? No. Oh, because this doesn't matter to me, and then I have that. That's right. So I can use... I don't even want that there. I can use this, but that's going to drain my Ichor. So now, in addition to wanting to get items, I am also trying to level up my character, because we have mastered all the skills that I can. So basically it's just leveling up, trying to level to level 10. Hopefully that'll be enough, and then I'll explain more of the boss strategy, because I remember this. So the reason my camera's freaking out like that is because I'm trying to lock onto this enemy, and it's just not having it. So this guy is holding a blood veil. He's not holding it, but behind him is a blood veil, and I couldn't find any stats on it that were helpful. So it might be better than my current plan, but we'll find it out. That attack. Wow, that was a scream. That shocked me so much. I might die. I couldn't believe that scream. It sounded like a scream of pleasure rather than getting bisected. Anyway, I lost my train of thought. That took me completely off guard. Why did I just... Force a habit. Well, I could just dodge around that guy. No, I'm not gonna allow. I'm not allowed to use bayonet attacks because that is a weapon, and the game would be easy. The Gwynvid helped me beat him on my first playthrough. Did you use the peg putt? The ultimate technique? The greatest technique? I don't even want to deal with this guy because he doesn't have any. He barely drops any more than the regular dudes, so I'm just gonna avoid him. See, one thing that they fucked up with this game is that you have this incredibly customizable character, and you don't really get to see. Well, so they don't have very many clothes, like the default clothes that are under the blood veil. They don't have many differences in that, but half the time you can't see them because all these blood veils are over them. The only time you get to see them is when you go to home base. So that was... I wish you could customize the blood veils more, but... Also, you can't see it, but I am wearing a mask inside of here. A gas mask, and you will never see it because I am wearing a giant fucking gift on my head. So actually, this gift box that is on my head is 4 backpacks stuck together, and then I put that bow on top. So that is how that worked. Okay, I want to start getting some of these items. I believe I might have to look at my notes for if there's any shit in here I want. I can also grind some of these guys, so even though they all look like they are the same, they actually are separate enemies, and if the wiki is right, which I'm not completely sure it is because I don't really trust it, they should drop different items, and there is one particular item that I want, which is the Ichor Concentrate, which refills my Ichor gauge, and that drops from these. So all these boys are called Lost, and the Lost boy that I want to defeat is the one that is the weakest without any armor or anything. So I'm just going to search around real quick for items. Man, so you want to hear something? So I my first Dark Souls game was Dark Souls 2, and I just have no idea how I like the games after it. And I was just heard this game is hard, and I was like, I mean, I've always just been good at games, just relatively. I just kind of naturally understand most of them, and they just come quite easily to me. And so I was like, yeah, this game's hard, but... And I've seen, like, GIFs of it and everything, of, like, GIFs of Dark Souls 1 where people get, like, punted off the part in, Giant's Tombstone, or whatever it's called. Tomb of the Giants, where they just get kicked off, Sparta kicked. So I was like, oh, this game looks funny, and, I want to play it. So I beat Dark Souls 2, and then they came out with a patch, and then I beat the patch, and then they came out with Scholar of the First Sin, and then I beat that. So I played it 3 times, and the second and third time I really didn't like it. But I did it, because I ain't no casual. And then I played Dark Souls 1, and I liked it a lot more. And then I played Dark Souls 3. Couldn't get through half of it. I just hated the game, and then I played it with a friend, got past the catacombs this time, which is where I stopped the first time, and past the catacombs is just so much better. I cannot attack. I can no longer attack. Are there items here? So, if you see all this, like, random shit, like, that fucking scream. Oh shit. Wow. Incredible. I am the fucking best at anime. Yeah, I really enjoyed the second half of Dark Souls 3. Fextra Life, it's pretty good for Dark Souls, I found, but besides that, there are a lot of pages that are pretty shit, and it's really unfortunate. There's still a lot of pages on Dark Souls that are lacking, especially the Gwyn page, because it doesn't have Pegpaw on there. But you'd think that with so many people obsessed with the game that it would have more, it would be more filled out. Where the fuck does this lead? How the fuck do I get back? Oh. Oh, all this shit, most of this shit I'm getting, I think is useless to me. Actually, what I'm going to do right now is check my notes. I have that, and that, and that. I have that. Oh, okay, there is one thing I do need to check. So, I'm pretty sure this doesn't happen. Well, is the music just gone now? One thing I need to check is that if one of these weapons scales my gift damage. I don't believe it does, but it does, I think, the damage of its attacks scale with willpower and mind. But we will see shortly. I believe I have gotten every item once I have picked up this one. These things that I'm picking up called awakes, which I never used in my first playthrough because I was like, they seem real rare, so I'll never use them. They basically skip the process of mastering. Level 5, halfway there. And now I can do like 5 more points of damage, I think. Which is useless. I'm pretty sure my gifts don't really level up that much, but the more important thing is my defense does, which I need to guard in order to get more Ichor. I'll go in Minecraft run. Minecraft, but every mob is the Ender Dragon or the Wither. That sounds like something I would do. It also sounds like something that would crash my fucking game. I'm also planning on doing an RL craft run, just for fun. I don't know if I'll put it on this channel. Unfortunately, I don't think my MacBook Pro is strong enough to stream it as well as put on a server and run the game all on the same computer. But I will be experiencing RL Craft, and I expect it to be stupid easy. But please just fucking lock on. Bye. Oh, hi. Yeah, so the about the Ishin fight, I have this clip and I'm trying to decide, can you fuck off? I'm trying to decide whether to upload it. But it was from a private stream I did for a friend. And there's this moment in the battle where I'm running away from him. And then I turn suddenly and say, but he won't expect this. And I jump at him, and he just glocks me 5 times in the face. And it's a pretty great clip. The only problem is my audio was clipping because I wasn't set up to stream like this. Oh, that's what I was going to test. So let's see if this works. Loud bass sounds above me. So this is great. So see all these stats? There's another page to the stats. Okay, so I believe this should not increase my damage, but I might as well check. Please. He's not the best to test with. 449. 449. I want to do one more attack with that to make sure that just wasn't a coincidence, but I doubt any of these weapons will have any effect. Oh, I almost just pressed the wrong button. Okay. Yeah. So weapons do not affect my damage. So, when I am looking at weapons, the only thing that matters is their weight, mobility, And what else? And nothing else except defense. Defense is what's going to be the most important. I don't want this. Yeah, I think it's the, when it says it's being scaled with mind and willpower. Mind and willpower are, I think mind affects... There's so much shit on the screen. Let's see. Mind affects gifts that are light type, and willpower affects gifts that are dark type. But a weapon scaling with those just affects the weapon's damage, not the gift damage that I do. So the one useful thing that I do have that I picked up are these regen inducers, which they're basically like life gems from fucking Dark Souls 2. I don't really know if there's a thing in Dark Souls 3 like them. But I only get 3 of them, and I don't get any more. So I will probably only use them if I am very close to defeating the boss. This game was confusing as hell. Mob farm. Yeah, that is what that, the creeper spawner thing is called. They've gotten, I made one, like, when Minecraft first reached beta when I was, like, 12 or something. And it was quite fun. Man, just the old days of Minecraft. I built an entire city in single player, and then just felt real loneliness for the first time in my young child life. A very strong feeling of loneliness as I looked at the city of dirt buildings. Trying to think. Another run I wanted to do, although I think it has been done, was Monkey Ball 2 without any collecting. Yeah, without collecting any bananas. But I know someone has done the deluxe edition, which I believe includes both Monkey Ball 1 and 2. And so it's already been done at least. Unfortunately, they're not very good videos. Fucking just get there. They're not edited like mine. They're just kind of like, this is the level, and look at me do it, and they don't really commentate. But I also thought of starting a series called Cleaning Up, where I go through other people's runs and attempt if there's like a jumpless challenge, and they had to use like one jump, I would go in and try to see if I could remove that jump. Same with like, what the fuck was that bullshit? It just did not go into him, and he was standing completely still. I was also going to do that with Monkey Ball because there is a level for the first one where a guy didn't get a banana, but he's like, it is totally possible, and I was like, oh, I can just do that level and then post it. It'd be kind of hard to commentate, and I don't think... One of the ways I could do it is to put several games together, different games together, but I feel like that wouldn't be great for viewership because people wouldn't know what they're getting into when they click the video. But that is something I've considered doing. I am leveling up way faster than I thought I'd be. Ooh, it's only been an hour. And I have not died. One thing I wanted to have on this stream was a counter, not a time lapse, but you know, a stopwatch, and my Mac just wasn't having it. Fun. Blood Sacrifice Cleansing Light. I'm not sure what those are. What is the Blood Sacrifice? Let me look. I don't see anything that is what you are talking about in the gifts I have. My strategy is, so I have 2 attacks. I have this one, which I haven't used until just now, and then I have this one, which I've been using. The first one I use is a close range fire attack with crush damage, I think. And the other one, the thing is, it doesn't matter. In testing, this one worked much better on the boss. But when I level up, the scaling changes. So I don't know, I'm just going to have to try again. I'm not going to worry. I have all the items that are on my checklist. But there is another thing, I'll just explain it now because I'll probably forget, called Focus, which I think is sort of in Neo. I can't really remember. Oh, we are almost there, boys. It's not the button. So basically you gain focus by getting attacked, and I think that might be it for me, and dodging, which is what I'm going to be doing. So I will be dodging around this boss's attacks to get focus, and once I am in the focus state, it ups my attacks by a little bit. The enemies can get focus too, but it just doesn't matter. I will have to focus every time in order to get maximum damage. So the goal is to dodge, 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 get focused, then use all of my Ichor, then switch to fighter, switch to Blue Hound's Blood Veil, unless this is better. Let me look at it quick. It does not look like it's better, especially, I'm pretty sure most of the boss's attacks are crush, and this has a higher overall defense than this Queenslayer Thorn. And then switch to the Hammer of Thraldom, which has one of the best defense stats in the game, and then just guard almost every attack. There are a few attacks that will stagger me because I don't have enough balance yet. And then get Ichor up that way, use healing when I can, because I cannot perfectly guard attacks where I am, so when I guard, it's going to do some damage. And basically hope I have enough Ichor to defeat him. Oh, for the main game. I have not thought past anything past here. Mostly, well, see, the thing is, I tried to, I'm just going to keep leveling up. I haven't thought anything much past here besides what weapons I'm going to get. The goal, you can get a 100 defense stat, which allows you to guard any, well, it might not be any attack, but most attacks without taking any damage. So that will basically grant me infinite Ichor. And then after that, who fucking knows? The problem is I just couldn't find anything relevant, anything that was that useful about the gifts and how much damage they do. I could probably go through the blood codes and come up with some of the passive stuff that would be useful. But there's just so little information that I'm just going to have to play it by ear, because it's just no sense in trying to plan on shit I can't figure out. I do know I do have a list of blood codes stat-wise that would be helpful, but it's like it only cuts the list in half just because I don't know. You just don't know. And then also, even if you did know, it's going to be very difficult to plan ahead, because the stats interact with your level, or the blood veils interact with your level, which interact with your blood code, and there's so many interactions that you can't really predict without doing a lot of math. If you do have the stats, I didn't mean to do that, but luckily that was a input I can do. It's just way too much work, and it'd be guessing. So I do not have plans. Basically my next goal after this is to get Artemis, which is a blood code. I don't know why. I think it has a high stat scaling. And then the Zweihander will carry me through most of the game. It's just a giant anime sword, and that's going to be able to guard most of the hits. And hopefully I can get the perfect blocking, the 100% blocking right in the beginning. There is an equation in a Reddit thread that I need to look up again that will allow me to calculate how to get that. But yes, any information people find out would be useful. I'm just going to make sure I have everything. We are getting close. We are there. So now we can test. and see if we can beat the boss. Okay, let me look at my notes real quick. So, assign fighter. Okay, fighter should have health boost, focused stamina, guard stability, and stamina boost. Yeah, okay, caster should have health boost, stamina boost, focused. No, okay, so this should be focused. Do I want that? Guard stability. No, I don't. I want... Oh, that's while I was focused. Okay, so that's based... These are both useless. A lot of the problem with the passives in the game is they have the condition of only activating when you are focused, and no one fucking uses focused. I'm going to be using it a lot, but hopefully I won't have to that much because it's a pain in the ass. And it's very dangerous, but I think this is the best I can be set up to do. Okay, I maxed out. I did all of those. Step. I have a Word document. We are at step 11. Queenslayer Thorn, and then I have those equipped. Start with Caster on Queenslayer Claw. And then what I'm going to do to make this easier, just in case there's a make a mistake, put my Queenslayer thing away, or my Queenslayer Thorn. There's an overhead attack that I cannot block without being staggered. Okay, Queenslayer Pipe Pierce. So the max level I can get, the max level I want to stay under in this area is 20. If I get over 20, all of this... Actually, no, I can go up to 30 for this. Although it would be awful. The more I level up, the worse this is going to get, because it's going to take way more time to grind out the master. Okay, I have every check cleared. And we should be good to go. So I want to have this, that, yeah. Whew. And I can just teleport half the way there. And now we get to the exciting part. And I've basically described all the strat. Hopefully I execute it well on the first try. I probably won't use... Well, let's see. I don't think I picked up any Ichor Concentrate, which is what I can farm from one of the guys. I did not, so that is not... So if I want to use that Ichor Concentrate, it better be a good reason, because it looks like it would take hella long time to farm that. So, I didn't mention this earlier, but the person that suggested I be a magic girl, I specifically chose the worst, the most anime little girl scream I could in the voice options. Mostly for the purpose of making me suffer more. Just for the clicks. Okay, this is getting a little nervous. I just feel like I'm gonna forget something. But I'm all set up. So I probably won't beat him on this try, so we get to add to the death counter. But let's see how... Please just fucking lock on. Okay, I already... Oh, okay, so I need to get focused first. As in, doing that. So basically this is supposed to be a no-hit run right now, because I want to take as little damage as possible. Also that, if I do get damaged, I don't want to have a high... So now I'm focused. You can tell on the bottom left, that blue bar. Oh, that targeting. So I'm just going to use this. So that's 412. He does gain a defense boost once he gets into his second phase. Okay, I'm out of focus, so I have to refocus now. You have to actually dodge these attacks pretty close to get focused. That was way faster than I thought it'd be. Refocused. And I have 7 more of these. Please fuck off. And I am almost out of focus. Oh, that was a risky one. I'm also having a little more trouble because I have latency in my audio, so I'm hearing everything about 2 seconds later, and I play most soul types. Okay, so I cannot attack him during his transformation. Okay, now I don't have much experience with this boss. I know, well, I mean, I saw that coming, just didn't dodge fast enough. Oh shit, what am I doing? I'm being stupid. I need to switch to my fighter class. Please fuck off. Okay, so you cannot roll in the menu. Kindly fuck off. Oh, I know what I need to make him do. Not that. So, let's just see how far we can get him down. I want him to do his yes, that. Please, please click the right button. Now I am Fester. Yes. Okay, so I cannot guard basically any upward attacks. Look at the fucking... I got no Ichor from that. So this might be a long night of grinding, because I am not... All these attacks haven't even got me half, even a quarter of the amount of that I need to do a single attack on this boy. I probably could have left that. So I'm just going to assume any overhead attack I cannot guard against. Like that one. Well, I can guard against that one. And I died there because I tried to roll, and all of those attacks didn't even... It got me halfway to get one bloodshot. Wonderful. Just wonderful. This is gonna be a rough night. Okay. Any suggestions would be greatly appreciated. Otherwise, I'm just going to keep grinding. Basically, in order to... Oh. So if any of you watched my video on Subspace Emissary, I talk about the strat of how I do input super fast. So this is about as fast as I can do it with one finger. I mean, with just by not flexing my arm. And then here's how fast I can do it with the technique. I can't believe it even registers. I was doing that earlier in the day. Okay, so now it is time to continue grinding. Much fun. Please don't. Gosh, I don't want to fucking kill myself right now. Yeah, the complexity of the controls is probably going to have me making some mistakes, so I'll probably have to attribute some deaths to accidentally using a weapon to my advantage. Okay, I believe there may be some items over here, so just for a change of pace. Well, I also... No, I don't want to use that. I have like an item finder, but it's super vague. And it's going to also waste Ichor, so... I hope everyone's nights are going well. I made a big mistake by going in there. It's been stressful for a number of reasons, 2020. But I hope I can at least make some people's days more enjoyable to distract them from what's going on. At least for a while. I don't think it's good to be distracted from everything constantly, but there's definitely times when people need to relax. Thorn. Threateningly bounces. Jiggles. Okay, so one thing I can do, actually, that will make this more efficient is farming Ichor Concentrate. Which, according to the wiki, if it isn't lying to me, but I'm assuming positive attributions to the page as opposed to saying something that does exist rather than it doesn't exist makes me more hopeful. So I need to grind the Lost that have no weapon, which there are a bunch of those boys probably at the start. I don't really want to talk too much about the stuff going on, just because that's not really like I said, I'm trying to stay away from that so people can relax during the streams, but it depends who you ask, obviously. It's a charged issue. But I think it's fair to say everyone in the States is stressed, and if you aren't, there's probably something wrong with you. Or you just don't know anything. Or, sorry, you don't. You aren't keeping yourself updated. Yes, so I should be farming these guys, I believe. Let's see if the wiki's correct. If it's not, we can fucking change it. I would like some of my videos to be used to add information to games. I mean, really, for the subspace emissary thing, basically the only thing I added is that you can do it without up specials or jumps. Everything else that I did is basically already known. Enemy launching is, I don't know what it's called. In speed running, there's a similar technique called damage boosting, which they use to basically speed themselves up, whereas enemy launching for me was to launch myself rather than to use speed. But like there's nothing about Smash that isn't already known, or basically that I could find out. It's just so fucking an art form now. But I haven't seen any Ichor Concentrate drop yet, so I think the wiki might be wrong. We'll see after 100 more of these boys. For the Gwyn run, I did do some statistics on his attack patterns, and that can be manipulated with Estus and all that. So I hope that gets added to the wiki. I'm not an adder. I'm not a wikier, a wiki author myself. Maybe I could just do it myself. But I did. I wish I'd kept about. I do have notes, but I know I did at least 50 trials for each for using Estus and a non-Estus method. But it may have been 100, and I really feel like it was 100, but I know for sure I did it out of 50. 100 is a better sample size. Really, it's not my favorite. Something like this, I'd rather see a sample size of around 1,000 for that thing. But that's just the scientist in me speaking. As always, my current research project that for my job. How many samples do we have? We have... Oh, fuck. I can't remember. I think we have 1,500 participants and 3 samples for each over 16 characteristics, which is a decent sample size, but, you know, psychology is always... Can never have enough. Yeah. For those of you who weren't in the test stream, one of the many jobs I work is as a researcher at the University of Denver, and I study psychopathic behavior. And the current thing I'm co-authoring, there's 1 acre concentrate, so the wiki was right. So each of those gives me 6 acre, which is not a lot. That is that'll probably get me a quarter of the way in his second phase. I could also try going back and using the blaze, the roaring blaze, or the blazing roar. I don't know which one it is. It's fun how you can switch those 2 words around. They basically mean the same thing. But anyway, the current manuscript I'm writing is based on mining CEOs. That is our subject. I'm not heading the project, but basically we're looking at how levels of psychopathy are related to financial success, specifically in the mining CEO category. And one of the reasons we're doing this is to provide further support for the idea that psychopathy in most professions, the hypothesis is that in most professions, especially those that rely on cooperation, psychopathy is detrimental to financial gains. So the more psychopathic you are, the more likely you are to do poorly, because you aren't the best team player. That's one of the reasons why we're doing this research. We have 2 other articles that support that, one on hedge fund managers and one on politicians. But the other reason we're doing this is to support a new line of research that my PI is doing. I have been trained to identify psychopaths by their facial expressions, their body movements, and the way they talk. Of course, it's not the most reliable way of determining psychopaths. However, psychopaths are pretty tricky to identify anyway, and not only that, the tests that are currently out have a lot of flaws. The most famous one being the PCLR, the psychopathy checklist. Revised, I guess. I'm missing something there. Anyway, it's got a lot of flaws mathematically and statistically speaking, where a person that it basically the way to explain it easily is basically think of there's 2 different attributes that we're marking on there. So one would be how many times you punch a person, or like the question is how often do you punch a person. And that's graded on a scale of 1 to 4. And then the next question would be, how many people have you killed on a scale of 1 to 4? And basically the problem is that, both of those scales are being treated equally, at least since the most recent scale I saw. That's an extreme example. It doesn't actually work that way, but that's one of the problems. So one of the things I would have liked to do with my research is find a better scale for that, but the problem is psychopathy right now is measured by criminal actions, which isn't the best, most reliable indicator. I would like to find more objective markers, or things they can't lie about. So of course, psychopaths are known for lying, so it's difficult to identify them based on what they say. But of course, research into looking at facial emotions is pretty shaky. But there are some things we are finding out that are more reliable. Anyway, that's one of the projects I do research into. Who is Ots Darva? He is a psychologist? Unfortunately, I've basically lost all employment due to Corona, which makes me very attractive in the dating department. Now I can just say I stream video games. Please go on date. I also do research on the mountains in Colorado. I unfortunately can't talk about it that much because it is still, well, last time I heard it was still in the works. It's on a hiatus. It was on a hiatus due to winter because I can't work on the mountains during winter. The project can't work on the mountains during winter because there's not many people going there. But it has to do with hiking behavior and runners and bikers. But that may have all been canceled now because, of course, everyone's behavior has changed due to coronavirus changing people's behavior. So they might just completely just get rid of that research. I'm sure the state, it's a company employed by the state. I'm sure they're not too concerned with putting up new trail signs right now. And then I'm also, I did work security for events, like, sorry, I felt like I pressed the wrong button there. I did work security for events, and I did like ticketing and whatever, did some setups. Of course, there's no events anymore, so have not gotten a job there for a while. And then lastly, I am a substitute teacher. I mostly teach music. I'm one of the only people in my school district that can conduct, so I get the privilege to work with a lot of bands and orchestras and guitar classes and all that. And it is a lot of fun. Otherwise, I teach higher level sciences and mathematics because that's my jam. Of course, I have to like relearn it before I go in there, but still, I really want to teach a psychology class or substitute a psychology class because I can just make a whole lecture on psychopaths. But I have not had the opportunity yet. And my degree is in, I have two degrees. I have one in neuroscience and one in psychology. My primary being neuroscience, but there's not really any neuroscience high school courses, so. Okay. What kind of dogs do I have? Are they... Can you hear them? I have a French bulldog named Pippa. She is a ball of energy. And then I have an older English bulldog who is the exact opposite, named Amelia. We did call all of our dogs by... I say that, but we've only done this for 2 dogs. By airplane names, or airplane stuff, because my parents are pilots. So our first dog's name was Rudder. But then my family liked Pippa so much that they... oh, I can have more than 3. I can have 5, and I have 5 in storage. Things are looking up. I'm also not using the daggers don't do any damage, but I'm not going to use them because they are weapons. Ooh, this is looking more hopeful with 5 Ichor Concentrate. What level am I? I'm going to get 2 more levels, and then I'm going to retry the boss. Probably a couple of times. I'm going to try and use the other gift I have. Yeah, my dogs actually... It's interesting. We had a trainer here that said they're fighting for dominance a lot of the time. But they always like sitting together and sleeping with each other, but they'll get into fights sometimes. I have to pull them apart. But yeah, the English is she's getting real old, and she never liked having walks, so now we actually take her out on a golf cart that I inherited recently. And she does love sitting on the golf cart and riding around. Okay, I'm going to level up 2 more times. And farm more Ichor Concentrate. Oh, wow. Okay, the cooldown messed me up. I hope this is enjoyable. somewhat. I'm trying to fill some of the farming with talking, because that's not the most interesting thing to watch. What other runs am I thinking of doing? I'm trying to think. I really wish I could do something with Super Mario Sunshine. I recently just beat, it was while I did the All Gwyn run. I recently got all 120 stars in Super Mario 64 finally. Just busted it out one day, and then I got all of the stars, or the shines, in Super Mario. And I wish there was something I could do with not Super Mario 64, because that game is like Smash. Well, it's like, I mean, Subspace, no one really pays attention to Subspace Emissary so much, but it's like Smash in the way that almost everything's being figured out, like half A presses and parallel universes, and I don't have experience with tassing, and nor do I want to have experience with tassing, and also I'm not a fucking quantum physicist like Pan and Coic. So Super Mario 64 is out for me, but Super Mario Sunshine, there's already been a run done without using the hover nozzle, I think. Yeah. One thing I could try to do is a jumpless run of that. I don't know if that's been done. It's impossible, I already know. I'd like to do things that I don't already know are impossible. Like, doing minimalist challenges are kind of demoralizing. So it just feels like a cop-out. Another one I wanted to do, but I think it's already been done in speedruns, was a no-gun run, or possibly fists-only challenge of Metal Gear Solid Phantom Pain. Because that game is kind of fun. The only problem is making it fists-only would probably be just a fucking awful experience. I know it's been done already. I wish it hadn't, but an items-only run of, like, having grenades and all that shit of Metal Gear Solid 5 would have been real fucking fun. But I believe there has been most of the speedruns actually get through the game without barely killing anyone. I do know there's one section where all of your crew is infected with, like, a virus, and you're forced to take them out, but you actually can just knock them out and not kill them. I found that during one of my playthroughs when I started thinking about doing this channel. Mario Sunshine, man, those games, they're great games, but I went back to them. The fucking camera is horrendous. Like, it is just so frustrating. But otherwise, the games are great, except for the pachinko board and Sunshine. I enjoyed playing them a lot. Where did this fucking guy come from? Almost there. Actually, I think we might be there. Yeah. I finally watched more of the no A presses run, and it's kind of, the style he does the videos is a little long and slow. I think the style is good. It's just it's a little drawn out, too much for me to watch. Of course, I've watched the Watch for Rolling Rocks half A press, but that dude is, he'll probably incorporate fucking Mario 64 into the new Space Force, which one of my senators apparently he's one of his like ads, he just keeps, he's put so much money into the Space Force. That just cracks me up every time I hear Space Force. Oh, I should, what am I doing? Oh, yeah, okay. I lost where I was. This is a long way back to the boss. Okay, so I am going to use this Ichor Concentrate if I feel good about it. It's not going to give me a full bar, but it'll get close. I think what I'm going to do for this is I'm going to test the... What is this called? The Bloodshot. Wait, it is called Bloodshot. I'm going to try the Bloodshot and then compare it to the Blazing Roar, and then get to the second phase and compare them and see if they do any... if they have any difference. So this probably won't be it either, since this is kind of more testing. I'm too fearful. I need to not be as fearful. Dodging too late. I knew right when he did that it was going to be faster. I'm doing considerably worse than last time, and I haven't even got to test yet. Okay, that raised it. Ugh. So what always happens, the first try is always, wait, wow, that just did my entire bar. 417, 1044, so it should be 417, so the Bloodshot's better by going by how much Ichor it uses. So if you multiply 417 by 3, it's more than whatever that 1000 number was. So just like in Souls games, you can pick up your haze, which are your souls. The music gets pretty tiresome. Just don't think it's that diverse. And that's also a complaint I have with Sekiro. It's not... just felt like a lot of the music was the same all the time. They need more, I guess, battle music, and you don't really realize that in Dark Souls so much, because they don't have music in almost any part besides boss battles, and the hub areas. This game's music is not particularly the best, though. Okay. So okay, I know what I need to do. I made a big mistake already. Please do your thing. It's hard to navigate the menus. There's no, like, macro for this shit. Oh! Please fuck off. I'm not even at where I want to be yet. I haven't tested the other part. That is what I wanted to do. I think for that attack you have to be... Nope, never mind. He just fucking does it when he wants. Wow, he just straight up just swung over me. I don't know what that was. I need... okay. I need to test the fucking... Please, no. I need to test the magic. Please give me enough Ichor. Oh, I'm not gonna get enough Ichor. What am I doing? I should just use this. Please, kindly fuck off. Would you kindly? Okay, let's see what this does. 367. Oh, I'm not focused. Doesn't matter. It's still... Okay, so I want to be using the Bloodshot the entire time, because that was absolute horseshit. And I'm not going to make it through this. So I will just die. set my chord here. Oh, are you already hearing it? That it's repetitive? A 2-hour video of which Dark Soul run? So I'm gonna try one more time with blood shots. I'm gonna try my very hardest and see if I get close, otherwise it's back to leveling. And I need the highest level I can stay up to. The highest level I can get is 29. If I get above 30, that means I will not, if I get to level 30 or above, that means I cannot master any gifts until I get past this Anne Orlando looking clone that comes up later, which is like mid-game, I think. It's like, it feels like mid-game. So if I can't beat this at level 29, it's gonna get way harder afterwards. So that's something to look forward to, but I am confident. I'm going to make sure there is nothing else I can do. I would like to put other music in here, but I'm just not clear on the copyright stuff. I hear other people do it, and then I hear other people don't, where they worry about getting muted, so it's just slippery slope, but I think we can bear with it for a while. That is useless. This is useless. This is useless. I mean, this isn't useless, but it's useless for this fight, because I can just never get hit. Well, that's blood resistant, so I don't think it has anything to do with physical attack. Maybe, though. I'll have to test that out as a last resort. This is useless. I'm using that. That is, I mean, it's not. It's useless for this section because I have everything I have. That is useless. Useless. So I have the highest stats I can possibly, or the best gifts I can ask for in this section. I need to teleport so I can farm Iker. Or am I doing that? What am I doing? I'm not, no, I'm gonna try one more time. And I'm at the right spot, right? Yeah. Yeah, I'm worried about my videos. I probably shouldn't say that on a live stream, but I'm worried about my videos getting claimed. That's one of the biggest... As long as I don't get strikes on those videos, because I'm not making any money yet, I don't have enough views or subscribers, but music's a big thing for me, and it is very hard to make music, especially since I don't have enough money to afford the program that I would use to make music, but I feel like I wouldn't do a good enough job. But people like GameChamp 3000, she puts music in all her videos, and I try to figure out how she does it, and I don't know if she's just not making money off those and instead doing Patreon. But I'll have to ask her, or maybe someone, another challenge runner, or just anyone really. I thought his hammer was a fucking, like, I don't even know how to explain it. Like a demon standing, a witch curled up on a pole. Yeah, I'm worried about it, but I've heard other people do the same shit, so I'm not, like, too worried about it. As long as I don't get any strikes on those videos, which I don't think I will, because I'm not making I think if you try and make revenue off them, then you're in trouble. What am I already fucked up. Okay. I gotta get focused. And I gotta focus. Okay, whatever. Just fucking find one. Thought he was going for that jump attack. Gonna be a little more careful. So, if you don't know, I'm not, like, exceedingly good at Souls games. I am pretty good. I'm not, like, a fucking legend. So, I just have determination, I guess. Nice, nice. You're getting them, bud. Okay. I think right here. Okay. No, don't fucking strafe me. Just come on. Okay. I'm just going to switch right now. Misread that, so I would have been in deep shit if that hit me. That I'm pretty sure I can't dodge. I mean, I can't block. And it falls up with... Oh, I thought... Okay. TY. Good game. I wonder if the distance from the hitbox matters. Okay, I wasted a little there. Oh, fuck off! Okay, so I can block that one. It's just when he does like, that. It's not good. I appreciate the support. I would eventually like to do a Patreon. Probably, I thought I should wait and get a little more videos out. So I might do one more and then do something like Patreon. I might try and stay away from Patreon specifically because I don't like how their model works. But, would be nice to, get, pay back all of, not pay back, but make the money, that I've already oh, fuck! That hurt. That I've already spent on this stupid fucking capture card that barely works. So... the best thing you can do to support me right now would be to share the videos and invite people to live stream. Live stream mostly for... I just like talking to people, but sharing the videos will help me get the YouTube partnership. Though, with the only thing holding me back from that is the or that would be hard with that, is the copyright with the music, which is the big thing. So I feel like, oh, because I can't guard with this. Fuck off. Damn it. No. Oh gosh. I'm not focused. I am suitably fucked. And also the sound stopped working. Thanks, Capture Card. Elgato best company sponsored stream, Elgato. Man, this is going to be way harder than I expected it to be. I didn't even get to see how much focus damage I did. Capture card, please. So that was death number 2, I think. Was that death number 2 or death number 3? See, that's the problem. It's very hard to count deaths. Let's see, I tried once at level 10. I think that's death number 3, yeah. Oh, this is gonna be so awful. Let's see. So let's say, so he has a total of 12,600 health. Let's say a optimistic estimate, which I didn't get to. Let's say I got him to half that, which is 6,300. And let's say, because I did like 367 damage there, unfocused. Let's say focused, a reasonable estimate, let's say that's 400. So divided by 400, I would need 16 blood shots, which is 32 ichor. Hang on. I might be able to do this right now. Maybe. Let's do 6. Let's say he has 7,500 health. Where I just got him to. Let's divide that by 367. I would need 20 shots. That's close. I might be able to do this right now. Fucking... the Gwen run, I was like, I got this, and then in Asylum it was like, I got this, and then it's like, no you don't, and then it's like, I got this, and then it's like, no you don't, and then it's, I have achieved the ultimate technique, Pegpa, and then it's like, no, it's useless for now. It was just awful. It was so many ups and downs. I was texting my friend like the entire time. It was over 5 days, I believe. It took me to beat Gwen. Awful. More Dark Souls more Dark Souls runs soon, possibly, maybe. This hat. Look at that gorgeous face. Beautiful. Just gorgeous. Who knows what might be inside? Okay. Ichor Concentrate should... see, how do I want to do this? I will use the Ichor Concentrate right away so that I don't have to switch to the other class, which is pretty difficult. and we'll just see where we get. I just have to remember to focus and be focused. Oh, fuck me. I do like the animation for this attack. How it distorts the camera, almost like a Mirage. I should figure out how to do that in my own editing. Oh, that'd be cool. I could do that for the end screen. That's one thing I've been looking into doing for work is video editing. The only problem... Why does this guy break my sound? The only problem is I feel like it wouldn't be as fun to do the videos anymore if I started doing that as a job. So that's 1 acre blast on this, 1 foot shot. But I do have... Why does he break the sound? Elgato capture card. $200 and you too can have a perfect audio experience. I'm sure a lot of it's exacerbated by the fact that I'm using a Mac. And I can't pause the game. It's just like Dark Souls. Yep, and there it goes. Sorry about that. I wish I could make it better. That's so aggravating. Oh, I made a mistake. Okay. So I want to use this right now. So I'm still... Oh, I am focused. Fuck. Okay. Hope is still not lost. Honestly, if the music, or if the sound goes out, then I don't have to listen to the music. So that's fine. Because I don't think my mic audio is cutting out, which is the more important thing. I hate... Oh! Good hitbox. Okay, I might not make it through this one, but I am hopeful. Made. I hear my dogs upstairs. I knew he did that, but I wasn't ready for it. Okay. So if I had 300 Okay, what do I need to do here? I need to guard. I can't guard that. Oh, I do have more Ichor Concentrate. Fuck me, I don't need to do this at all. I still need to get focused, though. And use this. That's good. Okay. This is looking good. This is looking more possible. I mean, it was always possible, but it's whether it was how possible the next part of the run would be. Okay. I need you to not do that attack. Whew. Maybe not this run, or maybe not this attempt, but this is definitely looking good. The music's trying to come back. I'm trying to nudge it with my foot and see if that will help. Oh, oh, this is looking very nice. Very nice. Okay, I need you to stop. Oh. Oh, I almost didn't see that. That was a mistake. Oh, fuck. I don't know if I can block that last attack, so I got nervous. Oh, I'm not gonna beat this, because there's no way I can guard. I guess I'll figure out if I can... So I cannot block that last attack. Okay, yep. I can do this. I am probably gonna have to raise my level. Because the strat of having the guard isn't going to get me much anywhere. I mean, I guess it has to, because that's the only way. This should be possible without getting to level 30. Nice. Anyone else buy this game? What did you think overall? Are you like a and if you have, are you like a Dark Souls player, or is this just you just got this game because anime titties? Oh, the music's working again, and I didn't even do anything. Great. Yeah, it's a different kind of beast. I felt myself always wanting it to be better. There's just so many things that could have been better. Mostly, I think they could have just added more enemies. There's so many just reskins. But it's a step in the nice direction. I mean, I thought the Surge, I was like, okay, this is alright. I was like, oh, the second one, hopefully they improved on all the bullshit. No, they made it worse. Surge 2 I played for about an hour, and then I just was not having fun, so I stopped. It's just have to wait till Elden Ring. Or Bloodborne released on PC. Then I can Orphan of Kos all Cosm run. Gosh. That is one of my goals, though. I would like to see all bosses runs completed on Dark Souls 1. All Capra Demon, all Asylum Demon, all everything. That'd be a great community goal. Although I personally want to do the all Manus run, and probably the all Calamite, because I already have strategies thought out for that one. But if anyone is thinking about doing one of those runs, I would be happy to consult with you on all the strats, because I cut out a lot in the video. I tried to make the videos very short, or not very short, but shorter, and I'm kind of upset with how long they are, but there were many things I skipped. There are parts that I said in one sentence that took over like 3 hours to do. That was my fault. So the thing with oh really? I probably should have returned. Oh, you returned it on Steam. I bought it on PS4. Since you need to guard anyway, try to get as much Ichor right at the start of the second phase. I'm not sure what you mean. Guard anyway. I only guard to get Ichor. I guess I could... I guess I could try and guard first and then use Ichor Concentrate second. I haven't tried the randomizer for any other games. So my plan for the Manus, I don't really have a plan, I just have theories on how it would work. And I more am... See, like I said, I'm I'm pretty good at the game, and a side effect of that is I actually don't know the game that well. The first time I actually started paying attention to stats was in my Gwyn run, and I had to consult a friend who knows way more about it than me. But I usually just fucking go in armorless and use fucking Great Club plus 10. But so Manus, if I recall correctly, has a few ranged melee attacks, or melee attacks with long arm boys, and Gwyn does not have a single ranged attack. Right? Yeah. So friendly fire is a huge portion of these all boss runs, especially in Asylum. Well, no, really everywhere. So, he also does have that ranged magic attack. So, the reason that's so important in Asylum is, if you recall, when you first go into the boss arena in Asylum, the boss, at least Gwyn, and this has happened to me with another boss too, I can't remember, but they can get stuck at the top of the arena. And Gwyn, see, all the other Gwyns will go through the fog gate because they're not stopped, because there's some sort of weird aggro wall there. That's why I think the aggro walls are based off the enemies and not the areas. But the boss Gwyn has a different the boss has a different aggro, or it has a different aggro wall than the other enemies in the stage. So they'll fall through to the bottom of the they'll fall into the boss room, while the boss stays above. So if there's a ranged attack, it's possible that they may be able to hit him while he's up there. And if not, there may be a way to get some of the enemies stuck up there with him and have them still attack. Or what you could also do is have them attack the boss through any other part of the level after you go through the first time. Because the way I beat the boss Gwyn in my game was I used jump slashes through the door. I didn't actually enter the arena. So it's not necessary to enter the arena to kill the boss. Whoops. Right there, you know what I tried to do? I hit square. I tried to suck up stuff, like in Sekiro. Oh, that was... I should change the counter, right? That was 4. Oh, that's gonna be hard. Anyway, so same with Calamite, the fire stuff. It's basically all trying to get them to kill the Bosquin. So it'd be easier for that for the Asylum. Otherwise, it's gonna be considerably harder because you can't parry Calamite, Seath, or Manus, and those are the people I think would be the most difficult. I mean, you can't parry them that I know of. And out of all of those, I believe the most difficult would be Seath because of his crystals, his crystal AoE, because it's so long range, and also because it causes curse. And also, there's no way I can do a Seath run because I did a randomized run, and I fought 2 Seaths as the gargoyles, and it fucking melted my computer. I did it, but another thing interesting about Manus, or at least randomized runs in general, is that the Stray Demon is replaced in the beginning. And so my randomized run that I did, this is before I did this channel, I had a Manus replace the Stray Demon, and let me tell you, getting past the first fucking room, like where you spawn, oof, it took a couple 50 tries. Maybe he means instead of waiting until you're out of Ichor to guard, start out the second phase building it up. I could also... What I think might be better is if I... before he goes into the second stage, to guard, because I have all those attacks on lock. I know which ones I can guard and whatever, so I'll try that. I still think I need to get up a couple levels. This run may take a lot of grinding. It will depend on how effective the 100% guarding is. If the 100% guarding is effective, that means I just have to be very careful around enemy attacks and guard all of them. What may happen is the reason that I am getting staggered by those attacks is due to my balance being too low. And if I increase my balance, so if I have like a tanky class and tanky Blood Veil, I might be able to guard every single attack in existence. And then it's just a matter of building that up and then using the rest of the gifts to kill them. So, I mean, like I said, usually the most interesting part is probably going to be, I mean, this part, but it's a lot of grinding. And then after that, it's going to be finding out about that 100% guard. And then after that, it's either, if it works, that means it's just kind of going through the game normally. Just being a little more strategic. And if it doesn't, that means there's going to be a lot of grinding. And I will almost certainly do that off stream unless people actually enjoy staying for that. Oh shit. So I am getting less haze now. So before this point, or maybe... Hold on, let me check something. You are not who I want. You are who I want. This guy. Okay, yeah. I'm not sure. I don't think the amount of haze I get changes, because that one dude is giving me 100 haze every time. And I think these guys just give me 80. But I have to keep grinding these guys because they have the Ichor concentrate. How much of that do I have? Not very much. I have 2 attempts worth. But I should have this. Oh, just 2. just depends whether I run out of stuff to talk about. Oh, I really don't like grinding. Yeah, let's do another half hour, because my voice is kind of getting weak and also getting a little tired. But I believe the next stream the next stream will be on Saturday. I am questioning whether I want to do other games at the same time as one game. I might do that just to keep things interesting. I think I do want to stream 3 times a week, because I do have a lot of time right now, and I think that would be better for everyone. Is there a fucking vacuum? Yeah, sorry for all the miscellaneous. I'm sorry for everything. I'm trying my best with what I got. But, I don't know. I just, sometimes I don't know what would be the best things to stream, because like the Pokemon Gold run, say that happens, it would be very boring for a lot of it, I think. But then again, I just saw Simple Flips doing like an all crystal Pokemon stream, like he's catching all Pokemon, I think, and people are watching that, so I'm like, hey. But you know, I'm just playing these games anyway to, you know, make videos, so why not live stream it, and people who want to watch can. It fills in the time between my uploads, which are probably going to be just very long, because each upload I do takes around 100 to 200 hours of editing, and that's not including playing the game. I'm trying to get faster. I'm not really sure how well other people are doing it. There's got to be something I can do to speed up my narration in terms of getting it done, because I make a lot of mistakes. I have like a little bit of a lisp, and I just have I'm like probably very minorly dyslexic, but it might have to do with sort of ADHD symptoms, I guess. I don't think I have ADHD, but I have a lot of time just reading. I have a very hard time reading, so, you know, one line in the script usually takes me about 8 or 10 tries to actually get out. I think I'm much better in live conversation. But the point is, the videos take a very long time, and I'm getting better and better as I go along. I have a lot of... Man, if I did these videos like a year or 2 ago, when I was just starting out, these videos would look like shit. But I have a lot of experience making shit posts for Facebook groups, mostly for jazz shitposting groups. I'm quite famous, or at least I was quite famous there, in the jazz shitposting community. I had a lot of influence, but I eventually just got burned out from that. I've made like thousands of memes, and I got very frustrated because I started making videos, and I love making videos most of the time. What I do love is the products. I mean, I think I'm very lucky in that I can watch my own work and laugh about it. Not too much these videos. I don't like hearing my voice, but like the small 5-second things I make, I just love watching them. But the thing is, a shitpost that I made in 2 seconds would get like tens of thousands of likes, and then a video that took like 100 hours to make only got like 300. So the life of a shitposter is cruel once you start going for quality. Oh, thanks, Joe. It means a lot. It always makes me feel really good when people say, "Oh, I've never even played this game and it was entertaining to watch." because like I myself struggle to watch games. So I watch a lot of challenge runs. So if you're looking for more content like mine, I Game Champ 3000 is she's solid. She's really great. She kind of goes for a more produced tone, I would say. If you want the opposite of that, if you want a guy who makes dark jokes all the time and is less about his voice and more about excellent script writing, I think Mitten Squad is really good. The only issue with him is he sort of only plays Fallout and Skyrim, but he does some other ones. He really likes Fallout, I think. I mean, I don't know if he likes anything anymore, but he's really great. And then Nathaniel Bandy, if you like Nintendo games, he does a lot of stuff. I don't really try to keep, it's just who I am. I'm in between kind of Game Champ and Mitten Squad. I don't try to sound produced, I just try to sound the way I am and just put energy in my voice. But I think the thing that sets me apart from them is, well, one, I do super hard games. Super hard. I do difficult games. Like Mitten Squad only does easy games, and or that's what he says. And then Game Champ kind of is all over the place, which is great. I haven't really watched a lot of challenge runs in Dark Souls and stuff because I just think they're kind of bland, and that's why I try to make it more interesting with my editing. But trying to get better at editing every day. I learn something new. I learn a lot of stuff every time, and that's always the goal, to either get better every video or to learn something new. And so if you notice, a lot of my end screens have like I don't really know what to do for like an end screen that would be like permanent. There's nothing I've done that I like that intensely, or like a profile picture. Like I just put a fucking meme I made. I'm not that into that into patches, but all the end screens you see are me practicing with a program called Fusion, which is more of you can do it like a programming language, but I use it as like a node-based program where you kind of drag and drop different parts of code basically, and you switch the settings. All of those, all of my experimentations with those usually become the end screens. Yeah, I don't know. It's strange. I don't really have a lot of patience. I don't think. I guess we'll see when I start losing it. But I think my sense of difficulty is just so warped. Because the first challenge runs I did that just in the past well, I did make videos off of them. I did death reel videos. They're not posted, but they were hell to... It is such hell to fucking edit deaths. Death reels are terrible to edit. They're no fun. Also, it's very easy to lose count. And like putting a counter on the screen and like even raising it is still hard, I think, for some reason. Counting's just hard, man. I had a world record in playing a jazz lick called The Lick the most times ever. I played it over 10,000 times in a single day, and it took 8.5 hours. And like the amount of times I lost track of how many was just so hard. So that's why I did like 500 or 1,000 extra. That was a stupid fucking thing I did. And then the audio got corrupted. But I forgot where I was starting with this. Counting is very hard, suffice to say. Oh, I just think, so like one of the first runs I did no armor runs all the time in Souls, usually as my second playthrough, which really isn't that hard compared to other runs you could do. But like I did, so I love Bloodborne. I think it's a great game. I beat Orphan of Cosm, and I was like, man, what a fucking fight. That was amazing. I would play through the entire game again just to fight him. And so I did it on my armorless run, and I died a total of 344 times, I believe, in the entire run, and I died 134 times to Orphan. And I never want to see that bastard again until the all Orphan run. So, but I just think my what I perceive as difficult is just so warped now. It's gonna take a long time to level. How much time do I have? Should I level one more time? How much did it say? Please just tell me. Do I want to? How many levels do I need? Or how much haze do I need to level up? Yeah, someone commented about, is that Yimfa? I'm not sure. Someone commented on one of my videos though about him. It may have been you. And I looked him up after that, and I watched one of his Sekiro runs, I think it was like his first experience, and it was pretty funny. I might start watching him. I need to kill like 25 of those motherfuckers. Do I want to do that? One thing that I forgot. So if you do a drain attack, which you can do by a backstab, a parry, or anything else, you actually raise your maximum Ichor temporarily. And sorry, I thought I almost pressed the wrong button again. And I would have lost my 170 haze. That is the equivalent of 2 of these dudes. I almost just swung at that guy right there because he came at me funny. Look how like fucking bright my head is. Like it is so just out of place from all of this shit here. I will get one more level. And at that level, it means I can no longer master any gifts in this area. But that is useless to me because I've already mastered all the gifts that I need. I mean, I could master the other gifts. Maybe some of them would be helpful later, but I can just do it later, so. Yeah, Orphan's fucking rough. Yow. It's not, a no armor run is not too much harder. Orphan kills you in like 4 hits if you're at a respectable level. It really isn't that. I can't say anymore because the all Gwyn run was just so awful. And the problem is it wasn't even that hard. Because in the end, if you didn't pussy out like I did in Asylum, where I just used jump slash the entire time, man, that is like a respectable, like, holy shit, he actually, wow, that dude, he's a king. But I pussied out, so I'm not sure I can't beat this guy. I don't have enough Ichor. That's why I like speedrunners for this game, like the no-hit runs. They are, like my runs they're not even close. They're so much more difficult. And the Subspace Emissary run, it is hard. If you do it jumpless though, anyone could do it jumpless. It's easy. It is like, it's easy. don't let anyone tell you differently. It's pretty easy. You just need some patience, and you'll get through the levels faster than you'd think. The up special, takes a little more strategy and a little more luck. Both those runs would have been stupidly agonizing if I hadn't used save states. And I think that's the main reason I had fun in those runs. So gifts. I'm sighing because this game is stupidly complicated, and that's one of the reasons why it's not particularly the best game. So I have these things called, I have these things called blood codes, and they are basically classes, and I can gain these classes throughout the game, and these affect the stats. And I also have these things called blood veils, which is the armor, which also affect the stats. The blood codes depend on the stats. You need certain stats to use different codes, or to use different spells. And the blood codes each have a variety of gifts, which are basically spells that you can use. And a lot of them are buffs. Some of them are exploration stuff. Others are attacks. Others are debuffs. So once you master them, which you do by killing enemies, you can switch some of them to other classes. So basically, you can choose the blood code that fits your class. You choose a blood code whose stats you like the most. So for me, it would be a blood code that has high mind and willpower, which are basically the magic stats. And then you basically mix and match different spells, which are gifts, to create a character that you get through the game with. The only thing is, it's so complicated, and everything's so complicated, and a lot of the gifts are kind of similar to each other, and you can't use it that much. So the Ichor I keep talking about is that 30-30 in the bottom rightish. That's basically my mana bar, and in this run I barely have any way of raising it because I'm stuck to only using gifts. But I mean, in a regular playthrough, they kind of just look cool, and they're not. It's just way too hard to figure it out. So a lot of people, I think, I just didn't use them. I used the buffs about midway in the game, and only had to seriously use the buffs like in the end game. The DLC for this game, which I'm not doing, is like fucking impossible, and it's just not fun. It's lazy. At least Hell Knight is. So we're not doing DLC, but we're doing true ending for this game. And that's basically, you can. Gifts are just super complicated spells that people don't really use unless they're an end game or they really like anime and looking cool. Oh no! I was looking at chat. Disgusting. Disgusting. But we didn't lose any progress. And now we will go fight the boss maybe 2 or 3 times. Unless I get really close, and then I'll stay up and beat it. Wait, where is my... Oh, it's far away. Thanks for the Fs. Fuck. It's not bad though, because we can just pick up the haze. One category of games, I think I talked about this before. I don't like. I almost did the same fucking thing. Please just leave. I don't like doing runs that are like perfectionist. So a no-hit run for me would be just awful. And I know I say that because, and it's hard to comprehend what that means because the Gwyn run in the beginning is basically a no-hit run. But, yeah, I just got the XP back. I pick it up like a bloodstain. Okay, level 20. Whew. Now it is time. So the change in the strategy is going to be I'm going to guard before he reaches to his second stage. And build up as much as I can. Let's go. See, I don't... Oh, I do... Oh, no. So I may or may not be able to farm this. And it makes me nervous to use that. I might use it if I feel good. Only problem is items in this game are so slow. Okay, let's go. This game gets pretty unforgiving later. It seems like everything just does a fuck ton of damage to you. Feels like a lot more of like, did I? Yeah. It just feels like you are you're like a glass cannon is basically what it feels like a lot of the time. But just like in Dark Souls, you can just run past basically everything. And that's the secret that a lot of people don't know. I mean, when I play Dark Souls for the first time, or like if I'm doing a new run, I try to fight like basically everything. Unless it's like a challenge run, because of course I don't want to fucking suffer longer than I have to. But you can just run past everything. Game not that hard, just gotta beat the bosses. Okay, so I need to, okay, I know what I'm gonna do. Let me check. Yep. Let's go. See if he breaks the music again. There should be no reason that he does. Please attack faster. Okay. I have basically memorized his first phase. Okay. Oh, fuck me. You know what I'll do right now, actually, is switch. That's not what I want. This is what I want. And then up. So I believe the attacks I cannot block is a follow-up. That one. I believe I cannot block that. But I can block that upward swing. Yeah, this is a much better idea. And I almost want to use a regen inducer. Fuck, I tried. See, the problem is I lose my my mobility, so I basically fat roll. And that's why I'm just not used to it. How do I want to do this? I guess I'll use this. Can you fucking get your guard up? Shit, that's a long fucking penalty time. I'm pretty sure you can't block that. Or I can't block that right now. I'm not gonna go. I think I can. If I just don't screw up, I think I can do this. I'm gonna risk it. So I can use. Oh, that's a. I thought that was a slow regeneration. Nice. See, the problem is I I want to keep some of the healing because I still have to... Do I have to get focus? I might not have to get focus for the second phase. That might be unnecessary. Yes, the combat is definitely lighter. And I feel like you can blast yourself through it a lot easier than Dark Souls games. That made me nervous. Yeah, I mean, like I said, one of the reasons I played this game was because... Or the reasons I like this game is because the character creator, I just look so cute and adorable. Not this character, but my first playthrough. I also, for the trailer, made a ReZero Rem character, and that's like my favorite. That is my favorite anime tied with Love is War. I'm a big rom-com guy, cringy cringe, but I'm not too cringe to say I'm a weeb. I am feeling very confident. So I blocked that one. I think I blocked that only because I had focus. Fuck you. Okay, man. I made a huge mistake. How much ichor did that cost me? 4? You know what? Fuck it. Let's just go. Let's just go for it. I'm going to max out my ichor right now. This is riveting gameplay. I'm okay. I forgot that I only blocked that with focus. Man, that... So when I get further in this run, I'm definitely not gonna want to be a super massive... I just misread it. Okay, now we're getting scary. Okay. I am a little nervous, so we're gonna do this now. Wow, I slowed down so much for... I'm just gonna get the focus here. Man, I feel like I didn't gain that much ichor. Now I'm feeling less confident, but we'll see. But this is basically the attempt, because I think I might have to farm regen inducers, which are the consumable healing I had. I'm not sure. Fuck off, dude. Come on. Oh, I don't even have enough to get him. Shit, that is such a... Focus works by anytime I take damage or guard or attack him with a physical attack, it builds a focus gauge which increases your damage. All I know is it increases my gift damage. That's all that matters to me. It looks like it might increase my guard stability, but it's basically a useless thing that no one uses except for this run that I'm doing. That's what I've read about from most things, is people just consider it mostly useless. And there's a lot of gifts that can be based off focus, and they're considered rather useless as well. Like, he was still in his fucking power pose. Please fuck off. 374. Was it that much bigger with focus? Whew, that was... I haven't seen him do that attack. What was that? What did I just do? What did I just do? Did I just wreck the run? What just happened in my left palm? I don't think it did anything. Oh, I think I know what I did. I tried to parry, which is fine. Because it didn't make contact. I'm gonna redo it. I forgot. Did anyone see? Was I doing more damage with while focused? Fuck off, dude. This is not looking good. I'm sad. But I am more optimistic than I was before. Oh, I'm so scared of him. That could have fucking hit me. Oh, so focusing, so I don't have to worry about that because that's like doing jack shit. Yeah, just keep doing that. Though I could use focus to get guard up, so that's another thing I'll have to check. If being in focus does more guard, or if someone could look that up. Why am I doing less damage? Why was that 287? Why am I doing 100 less damage? Did he just... what the fuck? So now we're... I mean, I can't do anything. I can use... oh, fuck off, dude. Please. Fuck off. Shit, I've been playing too much Sekiro, I forgot that stamina exists. Because all I can do now... please guard faster, dude. I don't think I was focused for that one part, though. I did 425 on first phase. He gets extra defense when I do the second phase. See, now I'm at more of a disadvantage because I don't have more regen inducer. So, gifts are basically the magic of the game, and they are quite shit. I don't really want to explain it again because I've already explained it like 3 times. But it's quite shit, and the main problem we're running into right now is I do not have enough of a magic bar, basically. Yeah, Kaguya is best voice acting I've ever heard. And the animations are quality. I actually take a lot of inspiration from them for edits. And then ReZero is just fucking amazing. I couldn't get into Mob Psycho. Maybe I should try again. I think I just explained it to XG and Shadow, and now he's given the whole rundown. I think... what time is it? I also have to go to the bathroom. I might end it here, but what I'm gonna do... I think the plan... first I gotta see if I can farm regen inducer, which is this green thing here. There's not a good chance that I can. I can farm Ichor concentrate, but so far that's not been getting us anywhere. Or it's been helping a lot, but we haven't gotten too far. So I'm pretty sure Ichor rate. So when I switch blood veils, when I switch blood codes, you'll see 30 out of 30 or well, 16 out of 30 for my caster class, but if I go to the fighter class, it's 16 out of 16 max. And I'm wondering if the class matters on how much Ichor you can get. It does in terms of drain damage, but drain damage does not have an effect in this run because I can't drain anything because I can't use that. But that is something that is a possibility. The other thing is to consider if I should, if I'm focused and I block, if I'm focused, will that decrease the amount of damage that that's incurred when I'm blocking? That would be a huge thing. But otherwise, I don't know. I might start the next run just farming, or I might just do all the farming beforehand. Because the higher level I get, the more farming I have to do in the future, potentially. Unless the 100% block works. So, I mean, I could level up to 25. See, the issue is, what I've noticed, I'm pretty sure, I haven't really paid attention to the boss damage, but when I was doing some testing, leveling up doesn't really, like, increase my, the amount of damage I do with gifts so much. So I think that's more tied to the blood code and the veil. But what it does increase is my defense. So that is the that's the thing that's going to be helpful. I don't know. Would you guys be into watching me farm as a stream? Because otherwise I can actually focus on Sekiro and finally beat that game in my free time. But yeah, that would be Saturday. Or I mean, I could come back. What I definitely have to do is I have to see if I can get regen inducer. And actually, you know what? Oh, fuck, it's a 3 max. If that was 5, I could definitely do this. But I should have already known that. These are useless. There's nothing. I wish this game was more clear on all of the stats and everything. But I think I'm doing the best I can equipment-wise and strategy-wise. I just need to get better at rolling, guarding. And the only other thing I can do is build my defense. But I think what I'll do is I'll see if I can farm regen inducer. And I think I will, I might start the next stream, just trying a few more times, and then if not, I just have to farm and get to level 25, I'll try. But the max should be 29, and then I have to just do like 50 fucking, oh, I have to add to this counter. I have to do like 50 fucking tries. Before I go any farther, because if I get further than 30, if I go 30 and above, I can't farm. Like, it just won't be possible for a good portion of the game. Which is bullshit. And they don't even tell you that in the game. Like, they don't tell you that, which is so fucking dumb. Yeah, Shadow, that's basically all correct. Yeah, I think I'll be here on Saturday. I may start an hour earlier because I was like pumped today. I was like, I want to fucking go already. But we'll see. The reason I'm not doing any of the other days is because tomorrow and Friday, actually, I am rewatching ReZero with my friends over live stream. Or not over live stream, but we are watching it on like Zoom. Yeah. Thank you for any assistance with the death counter, or if I like fuck up. I think the one thing I thought I fucked up in that fight was the parry. Oh, so see it's different with this blood veil, but it should have looked like, I think what I saw. Man, that doesn't look right either. What the fuck did I do? Did I do this? No. I have no idea. But like, here's some of the other gifts you can do. I'm not allowed to use that one in the run because it involves using the weapon. If I do get to a point I think is unpassable, that's what I'll do. So it'll still technically be a no weapon run. It'll be gifts only. But I don't think that will happen. Because I think this run's either going to be mildly difficult or it's going to be insanely difficult with a lot of grinding. But I am hopeful. No, I haven't beaten Sekiro yet. I just had a late start on it. But I am at the final boss. Okay, I need to look at the blood sacrifice code then. Too wrong. Yeah, see, I need to go to sleep because my eyes are bugging out. I can't read. But I think that's the plan. I think Saturday I will see if I can farm regen inducers. I might do that before the stream. And then if I well, I mean, I don't know. I think I can do that. And then I'll just collect my haze every time, so that if I do need to level up, when I die, I can. But I think I'll start out the next stream with trying to just try this strategy over and over again. If I don't get regen inducers, then I'm way less hopeful about this. I mean, I could restart the entire fucking run, but that would be slightly painful, just to have those 5 regen inducers that I picked up, because I didn't farm those, I picked those up. But yeah, I think that's going to do it for me today. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. It's a lot of fun. It'd be Saturday. So I'm in Mountain Time. I don't know the conversion off the top of my head. But it'll be yeah, let's say 7 p.m. Mountain Time. Which I think, so for people that it was 7 for today, it will be 6. Sorry, I just don't know the conversions in my head. I mean, I could make a whole nother video. But yeah, I will hesitation is defeat. That's right. Really, it's the fucking fight, yeah. But thanks all for coming. Yeah, Mountain Time is Colorado, Utah. I appreciate the support, and remember to share my videos. And if you want, you can bring more people to live stream. I enjoy talking. It's more fun with more people. But yeah, I'll see you. This fucking dude. Look at this fucking girl. She is a girl, by the way, if you didn't know. Wonderful. You can't clip inside and see what she looks like on the inside. That's wonderful. Anyway, thanks for coming around. The next Inferno Plus. That'd be great. I've only seen one video of Inferno Plus, and that's the One Punch Man one. He's a little too like insane with the memes, but it's pretty funny. All right, I'll see you guys later. Have a good night or good morning if you're international. See ya. Thanks for coming.